Good morning. It is ridiculous o'clock in the morning. It's about 5 minutes or so till 4 in the morning. The upside is that the roads are basically empty. The downside is that it's not yet 4 in the morning and I'm on those stupid roads. From where I live and work, if there's absolutely no traffic, it's about 2 hours and 15 minutes or so to the San Mateo Superior Court. So you leave at like 3 in the morning, you're going to get there at around 5:15. But if you leave at 6 in the morning, you'll get there at 10. So 10:15. So it's always a bit of a crapshoot at when exactly to leave, because if you leave 10 minutes later, you might get there an hour later. But that's not what I wanted. I didn't want to talk to you about commuting this morning. I wanted you to talk about threats, online threats. And I want to point out a few things on Ben's particular situation. The person that he is claiming, he's finally put up screenshots of it. The person that he's claiming is making death threats against him, number one, is a Norwegian. So it literally from Norway, Norwegian. So there's a bit of an issue there as to how credible the threat could possibly be. The second real big issue, and this is the biggest of the issues, is that if you look at the name of the person on the screenshots, it's in purple. And as we have discussed before multiple times, if your name is purple in my Discord server, that means you are a liar and a retard, and I don't hand out purples easily. You have to earn purple. Just like you have to earn blue, or yellow, or red, or green. Gray is basically the only one I hand out for just saying, hi Murbeast, I have an assistant. If you say that to me on my Discord, you get gray. And as, like, for example, Mr. Glover, Donald Glover, not the movie actor, but from my comment section, finally figured out how to use Discord, finally got his gray, and used it to flail about trying to make the argument that somebody's offense at a swear word could violate the law. This is kind of in response to Pigpen. What the hell's his name? Swine flu. This is in response to swine flu being arrested for basically swearing, and it did look like he was arrested basically for swearing. That's not going to be a legit arrest. Shouldn't be charged. Probably won't be convicted. If he is charged and convicted, he should definitely appeal, because it is not against the law to swear. There always has to be the incitement to violence. It has to incite immediate breach of the peace. That has long been upheld. Just the words by themselves. And if you watch the video, Swine Flu was like, okay, well, I'll play your game. Shit, fuck, something or the other. And he just threw out like 3 swear words, and then turned around, put his hands behind his back, and said, "Go ahead and arrest me." And they arrested him. I mean, it was a terrible arrest. Terrible arrest. Almost as bad as Salvaggio's arrest of the witness. I'm still mad at you, Salvaggio. And no, it's not because you didn't put me on the list with the other cretins, it's because you called them First Amendment advocates. If anybody couldn't figure that out, I do fancy myself to be a strong First Amendment advocate. I'm not an auditor. O-D-D-I-T. O-R? I've done audits. That makes me an auditor, but I am a First Amendment advocate, a free speech advocate. I didn't like that he used that as a pejorative, that he lumped some good people and some ne'er-do-wells in under that title. Anyway, rolling back now to Glover, he argued very unsuccessfully that just somebody being offended is sufficient, legally speaking, to get you in front of a judge and convicted. I still maintain that that's not the legal standard, that there is a factual question of who's listening to it and is it likely to cause an immediate breach of the peace. It's not about offense, it's about breach of the peace. Anyway, but Donald Glover isn't purple. He's not a liar and a retard. He said a lot of retarded things, but he's not a liar and a retard. Hemming's not a liar and a retard. I mean, you can do just fine on my server disagreeing with me and not being a liar and a retard. So Cactus Fucker is a liar and a retard, and Ben's taking an exception to it. And the third issue, so number 1 is Norwegian, number 2, known liar and retard, number 3, Cactus Fucker blocked Ben, which is why Ben couldn't find Cactus Fucker's name or posts. If a guy is making threats to you, he's not going to block you. It doesn't make sense. If he's legitimately trying to cause you concern, legitimately trying to threaten you, why would he block you? It doesn't make sense. So I believe that Ben's concerns are unfounded, and he's just trying to play victim, get his victim bucks. We've talked about victim bucks in the past. That's what I suspect that he's doing. And then I just want to compare and contrast his concern about being doxxed and threats. In Pound Sand's channel, he has posted a recording of Fat Label talking basically to my Discord. I'm there speaking to him for about the first half hour ish, and then I go to bed, and he's just talking to my Discord server. But in that first half hour, roughly, where I'm still on there, he names a bunch of people that may or may not be related to me, basically saying that he knows who they are. That's a threat. Do I think it's a credible threat? No. Am I going to call the police on him? No. But that's a threat. He also says something like I'll see you soon or something like that to me at the end of it, right before I go to bed. Again, is it a threat? Yes. Is it credible? No. I know where you went to college. Oh no, that's where Andrea went to college. I mean, come on, dude. Anyway, my point is, you watch that video. He's very comfortable making threats. But somebody who's a known liar and a retard, who's from Norway, who is actually living in Norway, and who takes the time to block you, to stop communication with you, that's not a credible threat. Anyway, I'm at my exit. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.